She actually laughed in my mother's face while pushing away the plate of food she cooked, saying, "Effort doesn't change, something cheap." And that was the exact moment I knew she wasn't just leaving my house, she was leaving my life forever. But let me back up so you understand exactly how satisfying this actually felt. See, I met Claire 6 months ago, and she was everything I thought I wanted. Stylish and ambitious and high society, but I never told her about my family background because I needed to know if she liked me, for me. So the day finally came to introduce her to my parents, and we pulled up to the house I grew up in. It's a modest place, in a quiet suburb of Chicago with peeling paint and worn steps, nothing like the mansions Claire is used to. And the second she saw it, her face just twisted into this cold smirk. She looked at me and asked if people actually live here, and I just kept my cool and said, "Yeah, it's old, but it's warm." Hoping she would just be polite, but she didn't say a word. She just frowned and walked inside like she was entering a contaminated zone. My mum was waiting at the door, smiling so wide. She was wearing her favorite cotton dress and an old apron with no makeup on, just pure, genuine love, and she welcomed us in, saying dinner was ready. But Claire just glanced around at the furniture and whispered in my ear that she could unbelieve this is how I grew up. My mum heard it, but she didn't say a thing. She just kept serving the food. But when we sat down at the table, things got ugly fast. Claire looked at this too my mum spent all afternoon making, and she literally pushed the plate away. Looking at my mum, she said, "Sorry, but I can't eat this. I'm used to Michelin restaurants and my stomach is sensitive to cheap ingredients." My mum tried to be gentle and asked her to just try it. But Claire laughed and said effort doesn't change quality, and that is when my dad finally lost it. He stood up and told her to show some respect to his wife, and Claire just scoffed and asked why she should respect someone with no money and no status. She turned to me and said if we get married, my parents could never live with us because my mum needs to dress better to fit her image. And my dad told her if she came here to insult us, she needed to leave right now. That's when Claire pulled out her phone and threatened us. She said her dad owns 3 luxury car dealerships, and one phone call would show us what real wealth looks like. And the room went dead silent. My mom didn't yell or scream. She just calmly lifted the tablecloth and pulled out a document she had ready. And my dad held it up and read it out loud. He looked Claire in the eye and said, "It says here your father's dealership is built on my wife's land." And suddenly, all the color drained from Claire's face. My mum finally spoke up. Her voice was so steady and she said, "He's been leasing it from me for 10 years. The entire commercial block belongs to me because real wealth doesn't need to be loud." I stood up and told Claire I just wanted to know if she loved me or what she thought I had. And now I had my answer. She grabbed her bag and rushed out in total humiliation without saying a word. And I just hugged my mom and thanked her for teaching me that how you treat people is who you really are. And honestly, watching Claire realize she was bullying her dad, Landlord was the best moment of my entire life.